My name is DJ Samuels. I graduate class of 2023, and welcome to Sports News.
All right, guys. On the show today is one of the best edge rushers in the U.S., man. This kid's an up-and-comer, and one of the first questions I have is talking about how you're not ranked on 24/7, which is crazy to me. Your motor is, and I'll kind of tell you who I think you remind me of, but DJ Samuels on the other side from the huge school in New Jersey, Bergen Catholic. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing great. You?
I'm doing pretty well, man. I can't complain. So what's your height and weight?
I'm 6'1", 240.
I was talking to a buddy today. I'm a teacher, and I was like, dude, look at the size of this kid as a sophomore in high school, man. Like, you could have passed for a sophomore in college. Are your parents pretty big, or?
Nah, not really. It's really comes from my uncles and everything. So
Yeah,
I'm just blessed to have the height that I've been given.
Yeah, man. Like they don't make them like you, man. That's definitely awesome. You definitely have that D1 body as what are you, 15, 16 years old?
Yeah, 15.
That's crazy. That is crazy. So, one of the first things I want to jump into that, like, when I looked at this, I was kind of blown away is, right now 24/7 has you not ranked. What does that mean to you? Does that mean anything?
Yeah.
Do you take that as motivation?
I took that. Yeah, I definitely took that as a motivation. I know I didn't have the best freshman year, but I felt like I put in enough work to at least have a star or two. But looking on 24/7, seeing that one star highlighted, I just took that into consideration. And just knew how to tell myself that it's time to get better.
And here's the thing, man. You talk about like not having a great freshman year, but if you look at it, like those big high schools, like you're at one of those big high schools, you're lucky to get on the field as a freshman. Like if you go to something like a St. John
Yeah.
Bosco out in Cali, if you go to a Mater Day, like you're not scratching the field until you're a junior or senior. You know what I mean? The fact that you're getting reps right now kind of shows the kind of
Yeah.
prospect you are. You know what I'm saying? What does it mean to you to be a part such of a great defense? You guys have at least minimum right now 4 D1 recruits just on that defensive side with Sadir Mitchell, Taiwan Malone. And those are just a part of the D line with you. Then you have Jaden Gold and Jaden Bellamy ball hawking at corner. What's it mean to be part of such a great defense?
It's great, because whenever one's down, we had the other position to pick us up, and like we always could depend on each other. When we played DePaul, we came out 0-10, we were down, and we just had to talk to ourselves and lock in and tell ourselves like we're not done. It was only first quarter. We could come back, and after that, we ended up getting a defensive stop, a defensive touchdown, and it was up from there.
Yeah, and a kid on the other side of the ball who is one of my favorites I've had on the show. He's one of the best team leaders I've had a chance to talk to is Steve Angeli, and he's just a guy who's going to constantly keep you in the game. He's a great teammate. He's just one of those guys where, as the quarterback, he's, got to be one of the team leaders, and he's a guy that you want to run through that wall for. So I love that team out there in Jersey, man. I kind of want to stay on that defensive side of the ball. Does it kind of motivate you with so much talent on just that defensive line alone? Does that kind of, push you to be even better?
Yeah, Ty and Sade, they're my brothers. They're my brothers since I got to Bergen. Even Sade, I played Little League with Sade, so I know. And they kind of got that shot now, so I'm in the shadow. So it's like I do the best I can to give my defense the best we can do.
I like that. And to kind of jump back to that 24/7 is 4 of the top 10 defensive players in the 23 class play your position, man. They play defensive end. They rush off the edge. Do you think your name should be mentioned with those guys?
I definitely think I'm a top 10 player in the country. You know, I might not be the tallest, but I know I give the best effort on the field when I'm out there. I know I go 110% every time I'm out there. And it's basically in this day and age, it's basically with the height comparison. I know I'm not up there everybody else, but I definitely run through a brick wall better than anybody else would.
Yeah, man, your motor is definitely not. You cannot question it, man. Your motor, you never stop. You never give up on a play. Which, as an edge rusher, man, you see so many sacks being made off a guy who just doesn't give up, man. If their initial move doesn't work, the guys who don't quit always end up making plays, the big plays. And I definitely think you're one of those guys. Who do you kind of remind yourself of? Like when you know, you kind of with your style, watching film, you know, who are some guys you like to watch and that you think you kind of play like? Because I have a guy in mind.
I feel like I kind of recognize my game of the Khalil Mack. I kind of just like to come off the edge from the backer position and just get in a 3 point stance and just come off with my moves and everything. And I just try to remodel my game after his.
You remind me of a guy who was just recently drafted from Auburn, which is Carl Lawson. You have a similar build. You're both just nasty. You guys are kind of deceptively fast where like you're so strong where you'll hit him with the bull rush, and you guys are about the same height, that 6'1", 6'2" area, which is, you
Yeah.
know, some people kind of deem it as a little bit short for an edge rusher, but you guys are just dogs who just get it, man. You can't sleep on every single play. They're going to make you work. If that offensive tackle takes one play off, they're going to get abused.
hmm
That's who I thought you really, just watching your tape and stuff like that, that's who you really reminded me of. What do you think you do best?
I feel like I do best with my speed. My speed really all tackle can't really kick step as fast as my speed. It's unmatched. So off season, I tend to work on my speed a little bit more than my hands and everything because first you got to catch me before you grab me. So if I just work on my speed and everything, and I just get past my defender to get that tackle.
And for somebody that you just said, you know, you mentioned you're 15 years old, you're a sophomore in high school, is you have great hands. You're super violent with your hands, which is one of the harder things to teach as far as a defensive lineman, because they want to be smooth with it, but they don't necessarily want to get physical at that age. You're just a violent guy with those hands. And then with those, you know, athletic ability, your footwork is crazy. I think it all is kind of a complete package. And kind of to flip it around is, what do you think your biggest weakness is? What is something you're trying to really improve upon?
My biggest weakness is probably would be my body because I tend to get a little tired. I'll tell you that myself. I tend to get a little tired, but I fight through it. Coach wants to pull, but I tell him like I got us. I'll get up. But this offseason, I'm definitely gonna work on my body and make sure my endurance is well. I'm not tired as fast, and I'll just be great.
And I think that's a fantastic thing. You know, as somebody who does coach high school footballs, I like when somebody can admit their flaws and address their flaws. They're not like, man, you know, I'm good. I'm in better shape. You know, I've met kids that I don't think are in great shape. And I'll talk to them and they'll be like, no, I'm fine. And it's like, really, you know, but to hear you say like, and you don't really have any glaring weaknesses, just to hear you kind of nitpick at yourself is a great quality to have in a player. As you're being recruited, what are you looking for in a school?
I'm looking for in a school that I could call home for the next 3 to 4 years. A school that I know will take me in and treat me and his family as soon as I get there.
And that's great, because what a lot of people don't realize, they're like, man, they should go to this school or that school. And it's like, it's all about like a personal fit, because you know what I mean? You're on the football field so much and with the team so much and that coaching staff that like you really are like, and it's not a cliche, you really are like a family. So you have to find the right fit. And, you know, have you talked to any schools
Yeah.
recently or, you know, over the whole COVID situation, any schools that you're kind of, you know, liking so far, or is there any schools that you want to visit?
Uh, yeah, I've been talking to Rutgers, Temple, Boston College, the main ones that offered me. But besides them, it's really been quiet because you know this college season is just starting up and everything, so they've been kind of focused on everything.
Yeah, it's tough. And it's a crazy, unprecedented time right now. I'm going to get you two more questions before we get to some rapid fire questions. Have a little fun with it. Is there's not many
Okay.
times that you get a live mic in front of you, and you can really kind of speak your mind. Is, you know, what do you want everyone to know about you? You know, what is your message for the people?
My message to people is don't worry about the stars. Your time will come. I had to understand that from my mom telling me, my dad telling my family, because I was hurt when I seen them zero stars. But my mom talking told me that like this season is my season, and I just been saying that to myself every day. Like this season is going to be my season. I just want the respect I deserve.
I like that, man. That's a great outlook. And to finish it up with this before we go to rapid fire is, what would you have as far as a message for young athletes, or even if you could talk to a younger version of yourself, besides the stars thing, would you have a message for younger athletes who are coming up?
Messages like just don't stop grinding. Don't stop. Like at one point I wanted to stop, but I had to talk to myself. Like this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I don't see myself doing anything else until I can't stop doing it.
That's somebody who has passion for the game and loves the game. You can't like that more if you're a university listening to this right now. So let's kind of get to know you a little bit more as a person, do some rapid fire questions. Let's start it off with this. What is your favorite color?
Blue.
What is your favorite food?
Pizza.
Ooh, I like pizza. What do you like on your pizza?
Pepperoni.
Ah, that's boring, man. Biggest pet peeve?
Oof. Biggest pet peeve. I hate being late. I just hate
Oh,
being
dude,
late.
that's I like that. I agree with you on that one. That's a big pet peeve for me.
I feel like
What?
once you're late, you miss a lot. There's a lot, and
Yeah.
then
Well, time is something you never get back, man. And when you're late for
yeah,
something, it's just like, yeah, you're just wasting everyone's time. I like that a lot.
yeah.
What is your dream job that has nothing to do with sports?
Um, Nothing to do with sports.
Yeah.
I'll probably own my own gym.
Ooh, that's a fun one. I like that. I like that. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? It's actually Toy Story.
Classic. That's a classic one.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Favorite type of music?
Rap.
What artist do you like?
Um, Pop Smoke.
We were talking today. I was talking to some of my kids, and I'm like, I'm not crazy into like new hip hop. I like a little bit older
Hmm.
hip hop, but I was like, one of the guys I like is Pop Smoke. Like as far as the new guys, I was kind of like Boogie with
Yeah.
a hoodie.
Hmm. Yeah, he's nice too.
Do you play video games?
Yeah,
Favorite video game?
Madden all day. I play Madden all day. Just even when I'm bored, I just play Madden.
Tell me something about yourself that not many people know.
My actual real name. Like not many people know my actual real name. Like my real name is Dejon, but like I go to DJ because my middle name is Jashir. So
I
just
like that.
DJ
Yeah. Would you rather be with a group or by yourself?
by myself. I like to think more. Like I think more when I'm by myself than when I'm around people.
If you could spend one day with a celebrity, alive or dead, who would it be?
Hmm. LeBron.
LeBron, little LB. I'm gonna
Hmm.
go Kobe, man. Kobe over Braun.
Hmm. I feel you. I feel you.
And then last one, who is your celebrity crush?
Celebrity crush. Rihanna.
Rihanna, classic.
Yeah.
Classic Rihanna. Little Riri. Hey, bro, DJ, I appreciate you coming on, man. You're a young buck. I hope to get you back on the show, maybe this
Of course.
summer, next year, something like that. You're a
Hmm.
guy that, a lot of the guys I have on the show that I try to get on the show are guys that I feel like necessarily don't get the pub and the love that they deserve. And I think you definitely check that list. You're a great young man. You're a fantastic talent, and it's only a matter of time till they start putting 4 or 5 stars next to your name.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Go follow my dude on Twitter. You want to jump on the bandwagon now, guys. Click like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.